So we got a huge move off the FOMC 50 basis point raise from Powell, and we got the move that I was talking about in the video yesterday. I said 427.50, I think. We ended up going all the way to the very top of this, 429, I think 89, something like that. We didn't break the top of this, which is interesting. They're just trying to make everyone guess a little bit, but in my opinion, this move is finished. I don't think it's going to be a 5-wave move. It's going to be an ABC move, most likely. And we hit about the same level that I was talking about. But the thing is, we didn't hit, for a B move, we didn't hit the 0.5 fib around 433.53 at the minimum. Didn't fill this gap. And so I still think that this is probably more likely just the A move. So A, B, C, A, and then we should get an A, B, C move back down here to 417, 418, and then a move on the C move all the way up to minimum. I think they'll at least minimum fill this gap. We'll have to see how far the B move goes back. If it doesn't go back very far, then the C move can go a lot farther because it'll be a zigzag. If you take the 1.61 fib here, we have that around 445. So that's another possibility as well, to get all the way to 445. And my thoughts on the time frame, I think this is going to be kind of quick. I think we're going to get something quick down tomorrow, and then I think we're going to get a pump maybe by early next week to a minimum of 435 to 440. If it's long and drawn out, I don't see why it would be long and drawn out. This is just pretty much just a relief from Powell speaking and raising the rates. I think that they want to get this over with as quickly as possible, and then we can make our way down here for this final move down. So I would look for a quick move down tomorrow and then another pump. The reason I think that 445 is definitely in play, though, is that is between the 0.61 and 0.78 fibs. And let me zoom out real quick. And I'll show you on this move right here, from the all-time high down to the C, we retraced close to the 0.78 fib. So if we do a similar move like that, that would be right around where the 1.61 fib is, around 445. If it takes all the way till June and just hits the top of this fib right here, let's say it's a long drawn out move, then that's very possible too, but I'm just leaning towards a quick move right here. So as you can see though, there's always a possibility for this. This move went up, they had a little dip, move up, and then it took forever. It took March 2nd all the way to March 15th, and it was still back down here. And then it finally took off. So that's a possibility. I sold some of my calls today just in case, because I think that it is possible that we have this drawn out B wave and then we finally pump towards the end of the month or something like that. So you got to be cautious when you're playing options. But that's the summary for SPY, and then I'll show you how it correlates with the VIX. So SPY 429, 418, and then anywhere from 435 to 445 is kind of my prediction. But the VIX, as you can see, it finally started consolidating over the last couple of days into Powell speaking. And then we got a sell-off here. But here's the thing, though. And now that I look at this, it's kind of interesting. This might be a fourth wave on the VIX. So, and that's kind of why I think this is going to be a quick move on SPY, because if you look at this, we have 1, 2, 3. No, there's no red bars in here unless you go to the 4-hour, but it's possible we see 1, 2, 3, 4, even though this is crossing over into the first wave. It's possible that we see a B, C move somewhere around in here and around the 9th, and then we finally get one more move higher to fulfill what I talked about in the last video of the VIX above 41. So the chart kind of looks like it would play into my theory that this is going to be a quick move up to 435 or 440. It's not going to be a long and drawn out move. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. If you look at, let's see, on the 1 hour chart, you can see clearly too that this is a 5-wave move. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what happens after a 5-wave move? It always retraces usually a minimum of 50%. So we'd be looking somewhere around 30 to 31 for the B move. And then after that, or it could go all the way to the top to here, but let's say it goes to 30, 31, then we would see one more move down here, which should probably actually even go even lower. So maybe we see it go down to 23, 24. So I'm expecting that. We're looking at the 1 hour chart. I'm expecting that in the next couple of days, and then maybe next week we start the final leg down on SPY from somewhere in this area down to below this low, maybe between anywhere from 380 to 395, something like that. So as you can see, the VIX, you can look at VIX as well to figure out what's going on, and they are perfectly correlated with kind of the theory. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'm going to give more updates, and I'm kind of hoping this is a quick move because I have some calls. But let me know how you played it. Did you make some money today trading? It was kind of a hard day to trade, but once that move got going after he got done speaking, that was a money maker move right there. You could have made a lot of money on that pump. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow in the next video.